What's going on, guys? Briar Rabbit here. Today is Friday. That means Xur is back. He's hanging out in the reef over in the corner little room area. This seems to be the only place he's ever going to show up when he's at the reef, so he's not too hard to find. I am going to go over recommendations today, but I also got something special planned. I'm going to build a new sparrow. So let's start off with the exotic gear. We got no backup plans. Now, no backup plans are not a top tier exotic. Really, the only people who are super interested in these are going to be people who are collecting every exotic. Improved disintegrate, increase the duration of force barrier is somewhat useful, but again, it's not really a top tier exotic. And the strength roll on this is not that high, so I'd give this a pass unless you're really dead set on collecting everything. Knucklehead Radar, I think, is a better exotic. It's still not a top tier exotic for the hunter. If you can duplicate a lot of this kind of utility that Knucklehead Radar has. It's got sensor pack. Radar remains visible while aiming primary weapons. But if you get a primary weapon that already has that, then you can duplicate that functionality, and you're probably better served by a different helmet or a different piece of gear for the hunter. Again, the strength roll isn't super high on this, so I'd probably give this a pass, again, unless you are collecting every exotic, or if you don't have any primary weapons that have the radar remains visible perk on them. Next, for the warlocks, we got the Claws of Ahamkara. I actually like these. I think they're actually pretty good, especially if you play with shotgun melee a lot. Getting an additional charge for your melees is not too bad. It synergizes well with snap discharge. It's actually not a bad set of gauntlets. The roll isn't too bad on them, so if you're looking for something along these lines, it's not too bad. Probably, again, not a top tier exotic. That's going to be the running theme throughout the day, but I think probably the best exotic for sale today. Next, we have the auto rifle Suros Regime. Now, Suros Regime is kind of interesting because it used to be one of the best weapons in the game. Auto rifles got nerfed to hell, but they are going to make a comeback with the Taken King and update 2.0. So this one's probably worth picking up just in case it gets really good. You're going to want to have this one in your inventory, and you might even want to get two, because one of the interesting things about this is the first perk here, Focus Fire. When zoomed in, this weapon fires slower but causes additional damage. A lot of people just don't use this perk. And the gun actually kills a little bit faster without it. So you might want to pick up two of them, see which one you like better. I tend to enjoy having Focus Fire on, filling out the entire perk tree. But a lot of people are saying that Focus Fire, not that great a perk. It actually raises the time to kill a Guardian in the Crucible. So keep that in mind if you end up buying the Suros Regime. Of course, we've got exotic shards and exotic engrams. This week is helmet engrams. But this week, what I'm going to do is build a new sparrow. So I really want a new legendary sparrow. So I'm going to go through and build it. I think that I'm going to go with the emerald coil. And we're going to buy that. 23 strange coins is a lot of money to spend on that, but we picked one up. And now we've got to build one. So I've got to go get a blue rare sparrow. And the best place to do that is at the tower. So I'm gonna head over to the tower and I'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back in the tower, and to buy a new sparrow, we need to buy a blue legendary sparrow. We see Ronnie over here. Now, I've already gone ahead and bought one. There are 3 available right now. There's this kind of blue and orange one. There's a white and blue one. That's the one I picked out. I thought it'd go best with the green contrail. And then there's a orange and blue one. So those are basically the 3 to pick from. I believe that the shipwright also occasionally sells blue rare sparrows as well. Right now, all she's got is green though. So we're gonna go ahead and upgrade this sparrow. I think first of all, we have to equip it. We've got it equipped. So we go into our inventory and use this up. And that changes our sparrow to a legendary and gives us the new contrail color. So let's go over to the Cosmodrome and test this new sparrow out. All right, guys, we have landed in the Cosmodrome. Let's take a look at our new sparrow. And I gotta say, I really like the look of that green contrail. This is very cool looking. I think it works well with the kind of white and blue theme. And there's a couple of reasons to do this that you may not be aware of. So first of all, the base speed of a Sparrow built in this manner is actually faster than a Grave Robber or a Timebreaker. Those are the raid Sparrows. So we'll compare these guys right here. And as you can see, the Timebreaker has a higher durability but a lower speed. Now, the advantage of a Timebreaker is that you can press R2 for a speed boost, but you can only use it for a little while before your Sparrow explodes. With the S31, you're constantly going faster, so I actually think this is a faster way to get around, and you get to use the R2 to break and corner more aggressively. It gives you quite a bit of maneuverability, so I actually have come to enjoy using this type of Sparrow. Now, you know, it's all preference. You might like really having that extra boost of speed. You might like using the tumbler that gives you, you know, a little bit more tricking ability. But, you know, it's all about personal preference, and having a variety of things is actually really nice. And the nice thing about this as well is that it looks a little bit different than what everybody else is using, and as we know, there's not quite enough of that in Destiny. So any opportunity to kind of look a little bit different than everybody else, I'll take it. I actually quite enjoy this new Sparrow with its green contrail. You just don't see that too often. So that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video, hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.